Hey everybody, I'm Adam Countryman, and this is the Countryman Sessions, a podcast for artists inside and outside of ministry. You're listening to episode 26, While We're Young, with Savannah Winters. Sing the song!
Choo, choo, choose, countryman. Choo, choo, choosing for your country. Man and woman, got a question? Just asking, long as you don't sass him. Choo, 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 countryman.
Forget everything I just said about masculinity and wife beaters. I'm moving on.
They're just getting the crowd going. Woo, woo, woo. Make a fun song.
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Well,
you can't say authenticity.
I don't ever understand that, because if I have cake, I'm going to eat it. I think that's a dumb saying, but that's besides the point.
You know, that's a great point.
Thank you.
Why would you have cake and not eat it?
Exactly.
Welcome back to the Countryman Sessions. Today we are talking to a youth, a young adult, if you will. It just so happens that she's also my goddaughter, the oldest goddaughter, the best, we could say.
And
maybe the best.
Yeah.
The best goddaughter.
We'll say that.
Please welcome Savannah Winters to the podcast. They're all clapping in their cars.
Oh, okay.
So just,
hey, guys.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for clapping.
Yeah, it's amazing. Today I want to talk about something with you, Savannah, that I would like you to be, let's say, 1,000,000% honest about.
Okay.
So no filters.
Okay.
I mean, you can't curse. This is a family show.
Okay, I don't do that.
I know. You know, I don't think I have heard you curse, and I'm really proud of you for that.
Thank you.
Probably
I try not to.
Well, I've liked to lead by example of what not to do, and I feel like you've
sure
really
do.
embodied that.
I think you're the expert at that.
You're like, I've known you my whole life.
I know that. I know that you do that.
Do you ever ask yourself before you do something, is this something that Uncle Adam would do? And if it is, you're like, I should not do that thing?
Yeah, that's what I do every time.
Well, then I win.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. All right, here's the big question for today, Savannah. Okay. What do young people like yourself want from their church?
That's a good question. And it's one that we talked about a lot at the conference that I was just at.
What conference were you just at?
It was the planning conference for the young adult gathering in 2027 in July. Sort of like a Lutheran version of Passion.
So for the LCMS? Yeah,
LCMS. So I would say what young adults want from their churches is connection and like a place where we can all, have our own like young adult group, because you have kids ministry, you have, all the nursery and the babies, youth group for high school and middle school, but there's not really anything, at least that I've experienced, for people my age. It's once you are done with high school, you serve, which is not bad. I enjoy doing that. I serve with my mom in kids ministry.
Is this a Lutheran church problem, or is this a church problem?
Well, I don't know, because I only go to one church.
Okay.
But I would say, well, since I am in college, I do go to church. I've gone to a couple churches, and they are non-denominational, and they do have college ministry. So I don't know if it's just Lutheran, but that's the impression I got from this conference, is that Lutherans
are very behind in this.
Yeah, sure.
Certainly.
Yes.
Because the way that the thing has always been structured is like, oh, you get through confirmation, and then you're kind of done.
Yeah.
There's like a high school
you're a crew
trip.
leader for VBS.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, VBS is Vacation Bible School. You may remember that. Otherwise known as subsidized babysitting.
Oh my gosh.
For some.
Well, maybe if your parents force you, but typically.
Or they just drop you off and then they go get their hair did.
Hair did.
Anyway. So does it have anything to do with like the church? So you're saying what young people want from the church is connection and community.
Of our own age.
Of people your own age.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have anything to do with music or preaching.
As long as you're keeping up with the times, as far as the music, including some good hymns here and there, stuff like that. But yeah,
so relevant.
Yeah, just songs that everyone would know.
Okay, songs that everyone would know.
songs that are popular, but also
Does it matter how
with
good the music is?
message. Well, yeah.
Well, I was saying,
Like if you have like a really flat sound and like a boring band, it's like no one wants to do that. No one wants to hear that.
that was a great fart noise.
Thank you.
That was a terrible one. Sorry.
One and done. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as the preaching, just I feel like my generation really values honesty and just like the blatant truth. So,
Well, that brings me to another point, which is the buzzword going around for not just young adults, for everybody, but it seems to be particularly true in young adults, is this idea of authenticity.
yeah.
So to me, when I hear somebody be like, well, I just want something authentic, I'm like, that is the buzzword of buzzwords.
Yeah.
And is authenticity, can that be faked?
I think
Thus
so.
making it inauthentic?
Well, yeah. Yes. It's kind of backwards, but yeah. It can be like you can just tell when someone's trying to force it, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't really know an example of what that would be. I can't think of it like in the moment, but just, I mean, even like down to the topics, like preaching just about honest things. Like some things are relevant for, you know, people who are dating. There's really not anything about any stages of relationship other than marriage, because that's what you're going to find in most churches is families. But like there's nothing for if you're single, if you're dating, if you're engaged, you know, stuff like that. Like, so just,
and obviously we're speaking in generalities.
Yeah.
Like some churches,
I don't know about every church
some churches
in the
probably
LCMS.
do have that.
Right.
Okay. LCMS or otherwise.
Yeah.
They probably, some do. But I think that this thing is so weird when we talk about this age group, because eventually they age out.
Yeah.
Right. And you would think like oftentimes, okay, in generalities, in the mid to late 20s, people are getting married.
Yeah.
Generally.
Or
they're starting to have kids, or they're starting to think about having kids.
Yeah.
So at some point, it's like this is such a flighty age group in general, because you're just trying to figure out life. Like
literally figuring it out.
You get a lot of people moving, right?
Yeah.
It's like, well, like you were going to school in College Station, Texas.
Yeah. So
you find a church there, you get in, they're like, we're all about 18, 29 year olds. And you're like, this is my place. And then you're like, and I'm not going there anymore. Goodbye.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
so you're not gonna
just even with switching colleges and majors, like it's like I started in Corpus, then came back to Houston for the summer, then went to College Station, then now I'm back in Houston and I'm staying in Houston for a little bit, because it's just a time of transition and change like the whole time. And it's,
I wonder if
crazy.
if that is one of the reasons why this age group is so difficult to connect with.
Probably.
Because you are moving around so much.
Yeah.
And your life is changing so much.
Yeah. And we're literally like figuring it out as we go.
Yeah. Like you're the opposite of planted.
Right.
You are, what would that be? You're flighty?
I would just say transitional.
Yeah, flighty has a negative connotation.
I don't
Although transitional may not be much better
Well,
these
maybe.
days. Hello. Anyway.
Get out. Oh my gosh.
Why would you say that? Okay. So authenticity, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Say what you mean what you say.
Even about like hard topics too, you know, like if you're not wanting, like for single dating engaged stuff, like you're not going to want to probably talk about that with the entire church, because that's not the main demographic of people. But like if you have a college group, that's where you're able to talk about that and be real and honest about that. And like porn, lust, sex, drugs, alcohol, all the stuff. Like, because you might not necessarily want to just have a whole sermon series about that, because there's also children in church.
You're like, and all of our kids are with us today.
Yeah.
Earmuffs.
Yeah. So that's also why a college group is good to have, because then you're able to talk about those hard topics that the young adults are literally going through as they're like living their lives.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, that's good. I find it really interesting too, like this whole idea, I call it social media pastoring. I'm sure I didn't make that up, but like there's all these influential pastors that are basically like trying to pastor or are accidentally pastoring through social media. And the reason I think that a lot of them would say is, well, I'm going where the people are. Like this is where they are. And you know me, I hate social media and I'm not good at it. I'm trying.
Hey,
you know,
you did
and I
good.
hate having to try. I don't like
Yeah.
any of it.
It's a struggle.
Yeah, it is a struggle, and not just because I'm old, but I just think it's really. Oh, you think if y'all could see your face right now, she's like, no, you're definitely old. But
Love you.
is there something helpful in those things? Like, have you ever watched a reel of a pastor and be like, man, that's good, and then saved it, and then be like, I'm gonna watch that when I'm having a hard day. Like,
Yeah.
does that connect? Like, what does that do?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it is helpful because if you're just on social media, you're not like you're probably just scrolling because you're bored or something. You know, you really only go to social media when you're bored.
Well, not me, but you. Yeah, maybe.
Right, not you, but if you're young, yes, it's 90% of the time.
Shots fired.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, whenever you're scrolling and then you find something encouraging that's short, it's like, oh yeah, I'll say that or I'll send it to someone that could use it.
Because
What
you
was
can
your
just
question?
forward it on.
Yeah. What was your question?
So it's helpful.
Yes, it is helpful. It is because it's short bits of information, you know. And instead of if you're more curious about it, obviously you will go to the YouTube that they have, or find the longer version. But
people my age, and maybe it's just me because I'm basically 80
yeah,
in my heart and soul,
yes,
and body. But
Yeah.
you know,
not looks. You look 20.
not look. Yeah, I look so young.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of being able to forward something on is super helpful. You would think like, oh, I'm going to send this to my friend, or I'm going to
Yeah.
post this on my story because this is how I'm feeling today.
Yeah.
But part of me goes like, that feels so inauthentic.
Why?
I don't know. It's
Okay.
like the fact that it's filmed automatically
Yeah, well,
makes
I
it
feel
seem
like-
inauthentic.
I feel like also for pastors, it's like they're just clipping their sermons, you know. So it's not like they're filming it for social media. Oops, I just touched the mic. Some do.
That's all right.
Okay, some do, you know, and that's like Pastor Matt does it, and it's great because it's just short and he gets to the point. But I don't think he's like being inauthentic about it, you know. He's
doing it for that medium.
right.
Right.
Exactly.
But like, okay. Yeah. So clipping their sermons, like
Yeah.
there's this, they said this thing on Sunday, we're going to extract it.
Yeah. But also, if you're doing like 5 clips per sermon, and it's like, all right, calm down. Like,
Yeah. Like
know.
everything's clickbait.
yeah, pretty much.
So when I was growing up and when I was a young adult back in the day, I was not.
Back when the dinosaurs were alive.
Yeah. Okay. Let's ease up on the old reference. Man, wish I had my bleep button.
Oh my god.
So we did a lot with like small groups, right? Like that was the big emphasis.
Yeah.
It was getting a small group. Small groups are where life change happens. The church isn't gonna always be able to be together.
Yeah.
You might need something during the week. You know, they're not letting
Yeah.
200 people into a hospital room. You need a small
Right.
group if you need people to show up for you. What's the value in an age group that you're in of having that kind of group, like a smaller group of people around?
Community. It gives you something to look forward to. Like for me in my Christian org up in College Station, we had a Bible study every Thursday, and that was, at least personally, that I really looked forward to that because we were in a book of the Bible, and we got to dive deep and be real with each other and honest and just go through the Bible and learn from each other, and pray through the Psalms and stuff like that. And we read Jonah, which was interesting to study because it's only 4 chapters.
Yeah.
That was really stretched out. And then we read Sermon on the Mount. So it was really good to just have a group of girls that are my age that can relate with the things that I'm going through and who are also in different stages of life. So like I'm saying something and contributing, and that could really be, influential in another girl's life, and then someone else who's in a, I don't want to say better stage, but just whatever. Different stage than me. It's like, oh, that's really good. So like, it's useful to be learning that throughout the week, because you have your Sunday, but then for most young adults, it's back to the grind of school and work and maybe some partying and stuff like that. And then on Sunday, it's like the reset, but you're only getting that on Sunday. And so it's kind of like that Sunday faith,
I was partying.
I'm not surprised.
I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it's about me. We also had it was the era of we went from all worshiping with acoustic guitar kind of thing to having lights and haze and all the things, and then it was like everybody's doing this and it's so cool.
Yeah.
And now I feel like we're kind of retro, like we're going
Regressing?
back. I wouldn't say regressing would indicate that it's bad, I think, isn't it? But yeah, so something along those
Just going
lines.
back, yeah.
In terms of the worship style for young adults, like if you and I were going to launch a young adult worship service, first of all, I don't think we would. I think we'd be like, well,
That we'd be like too cool. We're
We'd
like,
be too
like
cool.
everyone would be like, oh, like
they're
that's
way
almost too cool for me.
Yeah,
Like,
we can't. We
yeah.
can't.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's say 2 people.
Yeah.
We're going to launch a young adult service. Like, what would that look like? Like, would we need to be concerned with lights and what it looks like on streaming and having a full band, or does it just need to be authentic? And,
Well,
and John plays guitar. Maybe he could get up and sing
Yeah.
this song.
I think it can go both ways, and there's honestly like a want for both, like kind of starting it out with, I mean, I don't think people notice what they're looking at. Like they don't notice, oh, these lights were programmed and there's haze. Like it's just like you don't notice that. You're focusing on what you're singing. Like at least for me, like I know the production part, but I'm also, when I'm there, I'm like, I'm not thinking about that. And so I don't think that young adults necessarily care that much if there's super a bunch of lights or really not. So it's I think it's more about the content and like the songs and stuff.
That's really interesting because I've heard people that go to like Passion, right?
Well,
which you've been to.
Yeah, I have.
And they go, oh, it was amazing. Everything
Yeah.
about it was so great.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, cool. We can get some lights like that, or we could do this thing. And they're like, no, it's not about lights. It's about authenticity. It's like, well,
Yeah.
do you want that, or do you know? No, but I think you're hitting on something that's really interesting because I think it's holistically environmental.
Right.
Right, like we're all singing. We're in this thing together. The
Yeah.
lights are doing something for the content.
Oh, for sure. But
Not just-
they don't notice that.
Right, you're not. It's not the highlight.
It's subconscious. Yeah.
Yes, and so I wonder what it takes for our church leaders on a local level to understand that, because I've
don't know.
heard tons of pastors go, well, we're not going to have haze. I mean,
Yeah.
this isn't a rock concert,
Oh
And then at the same breath, they'll be like, well, why can't we get the same environment that they had at Passion?
Right.
And you're like, okay,
Well, it's also a 45,000 person difference.
exactly, and they're all very excited to be there.
Yes.
Yeah, and the band's costing them like a cool $1 million.
Right.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
either
Well,
way,
yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, Passion's amazing, but it also, I think something that stands out about it is like it's really spirit led. So like you start out, with a big bang, like a really fun song, like Just That Good, and then a couple more that are fun, but then either like I know it's planned, and then you go into a slow song
Sure.
and a more worshipful song.
right, yeah.
But like also they're spirit led, and so they could keep the song going forever, or they won't do a song.
Well, that's the thing that always gets me too. You just said this, and it's like the spirit leads in the planning phase.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
yeah, of course it's planned.
Yeah.
There's like $1 million camera on a rope above this thing. Like they're not going to risk throwing it in the wrong
Yeah,
place. Like
yeah.
they're shooting off pyro, and if the guy's standing there because the spirit told him to stand there, he's going to burn. So
Oh my god.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course
well-
it's planned, but I think the spirit leads in the planning phase.
Yeah,
of that,
definitely.
Yeah.
I think I'm more talking about like in the middle of the song, like, just having a moment for silence. I know they're on a schedule, but like not worrying about, okay, we got to do this. Louis Giglio's coming on in 5 minutes. Like, hurry up. It's just like,
I think their schedule's more like, we just have to be out of here by midnight.
yeah.
Like
Yeah. Well,
the city is shutting us down at midnight.
right.
So. Let's talk a little bit about the traditions of things.
Okay.
So, how important is it to be a part of and honor the traditions of your parents? You as an 18 to 29-year-old, which you're closer to 18 than 29, but as a 20-year-old,
Yeah.
how does the traditions of your parents or what they grew up with, like how much of that is important to a young adult now, or does it not really matter?
I think it depends on, I guess, where your faith is at, because like your parents, my parents or my mom was raised Catholic, but when she met my dad and they started dating and, got married, she she converted to Lutheran because that's what my dad was, and she saw that, Catholicism's not the right way. And so I think college is a very explorative time for your faith, because you grow up with your parents' faith or not, or you don't have any. Because, obviously growing up with your parents' faith, they're the only faith influence that you have other than going to church, which is also the same influence. So
right.
I think in college, it's a very explorative time where you're going to different churches and, maybe going with friends because you don't know what you want, or you go where you're used to and comfortable and you just stay in that. But I don't know.
I guess, I hear, and this is the old guy thing, but I hear parents say all the time, well, kids should be in church.
Uh-huh.
They should be in church because they need to learn how to say this or to do this. And it's a lot about our behaviors. Mm-hmm. Well, they need to see their parents take communion.
Young kids.
They need to hear this. Yeah. So that's when they're younger, right?
Yeah.
Then they get into this thing where now they need to take confirmation, or they need to do this. It always seems like we rebel against the things that are forced upon us.
Yeah. That's my nature. Just being honest.
Yeah, that's exactly. But young adults, I think at some point you're at the point where you're kind of recognizing that your parents weren't all bad. Right. And that
I never thought that.
Not you, but other young adults.
Okay, good.
You start to realize these people actually were doing what was best for me, or the best they could, or best they understood. Maybe they were right about this, or maybe they were right about that. Because I think we see a lot of, and we're going to talk about some of the statistics in a minute, but we see a lot of Lutherans. Mm-hmm. We'll just use the Lutherans as an example, going away from the Lutheran church. They may not go away from the faith.
Right. But the Lutheran church.
Yeah, but those practices. Mm-hmm. And I wonder how much of that is rebellious and how much of that is just, I never connected with it in the first place.
Yeah, I think it probably depends on how you were raised in it. Because for me, I was raised Lutheran, and I don't find that it's bad and that I want to rebel against it. But I'm also there's some other good things about other churches, and they don't do a bunch of liturgy or whatever. They do communion once a month or something like that. And I find it kind of cool to go to the different churches and experience it. I wouldn't say that I'm not Lutheran, but I'm also not a diehard Lutheran. I'm not. Yeah. Has to be traditional. Has to be whatever.
Yeah. Well, I think diehard Lutheran to some means something totally different than to somebody else. I've met people that are I'm diehard Lutheran, and they're sitting next to you at Passion, and you're
oh, okay.
So you're not a no, doctrinally. Okay. Yeah. Well, what's that? I'm a Jesus guy.
Yeah, I'm I'm not one or the other. I'm just Christian. I just follow Jesus.
I love the Lutheran Church's doctrine and what we believe, stated beliefs and all. But some of the practices, I'm just man, come on, this doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not what this is about. So thank you for chiming in on that.
You're welcome.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to actually talk about some of those statistics and some other things. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Cool beans.
Whoever said that youth is wasted on the young got it right. These young people have no attention span. They're all severely not just ADD, but they're ADD, ADHD. They're all the initials. They're all of the initials together. None of them want to make eye contact either. It's unbelievable to me that you can have a conversation with somebody and stare at your feet. What are you doing? Look at the person so they know that you hear them. And what's with the one-word answers? Everything's right. Well, how was your day? Good. When's that happening? Tomorrow. Okay, so I'm working as hard as I can. I'm prying and digging for one word. That's it, for one word. They don't use email, but they also don't answer the phone. So that means what? I have to download TikTok or Instagram to get a hold of you? This is ridiculous. Also, nothing's a big deal. Nothing's very urgent. They're kind of moping through these years, just kind of moping through life. Nothing has to be done. Everything's this afternoon or tomorrow. Nothing's 2 o'clock. I mean, just a little bit of urgency. Also, if you have a young adult in your house, you know that they don't know what mold is. They'll just throw a towel on the ground. It's completely wet. They're I guess it'll dry there on the carpet. And if there's mold that shows up, I guess somebody will clean it up. They don't know how to clean up after themselves. They'll make nachos, and you get in there, and on the counter, it's just full of cheese. And everything's just still out. Like, put it away as you go so that you don't have to worry about it when you're done eating. But no. I'm going to put until I can't see a surface. Then maybe they'll clean it up. I got news for them. You leave that milk out for as long as they want to leave it out, that milk will not be milk anymore. It will be cheese.
All right, y'all, we're going to play a little quiz. And if there's one thing young people love, it's pop quizzes. And I've learned that over the years. And they love to be asked questions that they have no prior knowledge that are going to be asked.
Yep.
And be put on the spot made to look foolish.
Always.
So in the spirit of authenticity, that's exactly what we're doing right now. And so I'm going to ask Savannah some of these very depressing questions. But we're going to play silly music behind it so that you don't think that it's as depressing as it is. Okay, there, I gave away the secret.
Interesting.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. What percentage of American young adults, and anytime we say young adults, 18 to 29,
okay,
identify as Christians, would you say?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was either 33 or 60 something.
Those are very different numbers.
I know. I don't remember which one it was.
The answer, according to Pew Research Center, is 54%.
Okay, well.
54% identify as Christians.
Okay.
It's really interesting. It's racially split, which I found interesting.
Interesting.
It's 28% white and 26% non-white.
What about gender?
I did not look up that statistic.
I'm disappointed.
One stat I saw
that was not
over
authentic.
Again is that women were moving away from the church, and men are moving closer,
towards. Yeah.
Which my whole life we've been like, we got to get the men.
Yeah.
And now we got them, and we're like, where are the women going?
Yeah. Well, it's because women are going more liberal because of women's rights and blah, 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 all that.
Man, are they
dumb
ever.
Stuff.
Thanks a lot, Kamala. Okay. How many?
Oh my God.
Well, don't leave. It was a joke. Okay, question number 2. How many Sundays a month do young adults attend church services?
2?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is 2.
I attend 4.
It's actually 1.9 in the percentile.
What? Okay.
But we're going to call it 2.
Okay.
You know what's interesting? That's the highest of any age group. How fascinating
go
is
us.
that? Yeah. Like people
weird.
my age, we're like 1.3.
Dang.
And people my mom's age are like 0.9. It's like, all right,
That's
y'all are the ones
surprising.
making us go to church.
I know.
All right. What is the average age of a pastor in the United States today?
50.
This is from Barna, by the way.
Okay.
It's not 50.
60.
Okay, it's 57.
Okay. So I was right.
No, you weren't.
In the 50s age range.
Fine, but not 50.
Right.
57 is closer to 60. You were closer to 60.
Yeah.
57 years old.
Okay.
The really interesting stat here is that only 16% of pastors are under the age of 40.
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Only 16% of pastors in the United States are under 40, according to Barna.
Okay.
Well, according to Google, which gave me this Barna stat.
Okay.
I'm not a deep researcher, so, you know.
Oh, I could tell.
It could be.
I'm not either.
AI fooling me.
Perhaps.
The robots love to do that. All right, here's one. What percentage of worship leaders in the country are under 40?
Oh, man. 60?
Higher.
70?
Higher.
80?
76%.
Oh, my gosh. That's why the music's so good.
Are under the age of 40. Why? Because people over 40 are bad at music? What does that mean?
No, because it's more relevant to our age and our style.
So here, this is interesting. But you're the age that everybody's missing. Mm-hmm. Isn't that fascinating?
That is fascinating. Well,
all the worship leaders are your age.
Yeah.
But y'all aren't there.
I don't know, man.
What's going on?
I don't know.
While that sounds good, right? It's like, oh, yeah, we're getting younger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, everybody wants younger.
Yeah.
While that is good, Many of these people will transfer to secular careers by the time they turn 40.
Oh, sheesh.
So out of that,
The worship leaders?
out of that 76%, over 40% leave ministry before they turn 40.
Yikes.
Yeah,
That's not a problem that I would know.
that's
how to solve.
crazy. Yeah, well, I think the Lord
Maybe
will
get
have to-
better snacks in the green room or something.
Green rooms are for performers. Yeah, I can see the emails now. Well, if you have a green room, that's why they're quitting. People who have no idea what a green room ever is or was are like so against green rooms because
I always thought it was green.
Well, historically it was. Anyway, that's not
Okay.
what this game's about. Okay, next question. What percentage of young adults would you guess said that they were atheist? And this is per the PRRI Census of American Religion.
Okay.
So what percentage of the American young adults say they're atheist?
50?
No.
70?
Much lower.
Oh, okay. That's good. Woo,
Thank God.
20. Something.
8 to 10%.
Oh, okay. That's good.
8 to 10%
Good job.
said they're atheists. Now, another 8 to 10% of young adults said they were agnostic, believing that the ultimate truth is unknowable.
Right.
And 23 to 26% said that they believed in nothing in particular,
Okay.
which is how I view 18 to 29-year-olds. Okay. Like, they're very flippant. Like,
That's fair.
Well, I guess whatever happens.
That's fair.
This asteroid's going to hit Earth. Like, well, I guess we deserve it. Like,
We'll redirect it.
yeah, if young adults were in charge of getting rid of the asteroid in Armageddon,
post
we would have
about
been
it.
blown up. Yeah, we'd take pictures of it.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of them said, I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious.
I don't like that.
Well,
I-
that's a lot of people.
It's sad.
All right, last question. One more.
Okay. One more.
What percentage of American young adults say they listen to Christian music in their weekly rotation? This is according to the Luminate publication, which sounds like a crime scene publication.
20?
Yes,
Oh.
20%.
Oh my gosh.
20%.
Come on, guys,
of
do better.
young adults say they listen to Christian music in their weekly rotation. Although the share of Christian music genre in streaming is up 45%.
Dang.
And the breakdown is mostly millennial and Gen Z.
Okay.
So they're pulling way more streamers from that age than any
Yeah.
other breakdown, but
Well, that makes sense to me.
because they're streaming. But now everybody's streaming because they stopped putting CD players in cars.
Get
So
with
if you
the
want to
times.
drive a new car, you got to get rid of your CDs, man.
If you want to drive a new car, get rid of your CD.
Yeah, you can't have a CD. You can't listen to CDs in your new car.
Oh.
They don't have CD players.
Right. Okay. Mine does.
Well, mine does too, but that's just because we're poor. True. Anyway,
Money. We need money.
nice job, everybody. Way to go. Hopefully you did better on that game than I did. All right, we're back. That was fun. Thanks, Savannah, for participating in our little quiz there.
You're welcome.
And so Savannah, what would a church that you would go to? Okay. You're going to pick a church. You're going to make a church.
Oh,
Like, what does
boy.
that church look like? For you right now as a 20-year-old single female, what's it going to be? Like, what turns you off maybe about a church?
Red
like-
carpet.
Red carpet?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm out.
Yeah. Well, I
That's
didn't know
it.
I would be planning a church today, but I don't know. Like, I'd have to go and see what I don't want, and then that's when I know what I do want. You know, like I do like the churches that have a big stage because then they can have a really good band and really good sound system and stuff. I enjoy music a lot and the musicality and really good sound. So
Well, you are my goddaughter.
Yeah.
So that makes perfect sense.
yeah, born and raised.
Like, what does the church need to be, though, to fit these needs of young adults? Obviously, they need to have small groups for young adults.
Yes.
They need to be authentic. They need to be talking about these things, talking about the right things. You
Right.
know, have these offerings.
Honesty. Yeah. And I would say like teaching straight from the Bible, like the sermon series that are about like I don't know. Like I want to say
The 7 values of Harry Potter. Yeah.
I hope they're not teaching about that. I like fun series, so like, the Marvel, or like how you can tie in the gospel to movies. I like stuff like that, but also just teaching straight from a book of the Bible and just like breaking it down. I really like that. I think a lot of people my age do, because it's very straightforward and easy to follow, and you can take notes, because that's another thing I think about my generation is we like to take notes and we like to write things down and make it all pretty and cute and highlighters. Maybe not the boys,
Taking
but the
notes.
girls. Yeah, take notes.
Look at that.
And always, if you're going to have points, be very clear about those points, because sometimes, they jump points, and I'm like, was that the second point? Was that a part of the first point? I don't know. So...
Do you go back and look at notes?
Sometimes.
Or is it just a retention thing? Like,
yes, retention, and sometimes I do look back at it, and I try to do that. I've been trying to do that this year. Like my journal this year is just a regular composition notebook, so I can take big notes and all that stuff. And I've gone back and looked at my passion ones and stuff like that. Or I even, like, if I remember, if someone's talking about something, I go back because I remember something that reminds me of what they were talking about, and then I like share it with them. So
I love that.
well, thank you.
Thank you. Is it kind of maddening to like be the generation, and like now you're in the generation that's like got the target on its back?
In what way?
Well, like you're the target audience for all these churches that are going, we're missing this generation.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I'm right here. You could ask.
Yeah, I will say, like, they're not, at least in my experience, no one has been, asking the young adults. Like, they just assume, or there's nothing, or it's just looked over because, you have kids ministry, which is important, and then, adults, Bible studies and stuff like that. It's all important, but also, like, we are overlooked, I think.
I think, could it be? I don't know this.
Okay.
This thought just occurred to me.
Okay, here we go.
This is real time.
Real time.
It's for free, people.
Okay, thank you.
This little bit of information. I wonder, is it because we just don't know how to do it, and we don't like that?
Yeah.
Like, we're like, okay, kid ministry, we had kids.
Yeah.
We've raised teenagers. We got to get high school.
Yeah.
And now we're adults, so we know how to adult.
Yeah.
And we're married now, so we know how to be married.
Yeah, I feel like young adults are grouped in with regular.
I know, but like
real
young adults is like all of us were adrift.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah, and so maybe that's a part of it, is like my young adult years were wasted, so I don't know what it looks like to make a good, I don't know, but I feel like that would also be like, if yours weren't good, then tell people how it went so they can learn from it.
Yeah, I just wonder how much of that is our own insecurity about that age. Like, we don't know, we can't
Perhaps.
get it. I want to shift a little bit into worship music for young adults.
I like this.
Okay.
Okay.
What is going on?
What is going on?
Fill me in.
Okay.
You're a young adult. You listen to worship music. You love to sing and worship.
Powerful music.
Okay.
Like The Blood, whenever they sang that at Passion, I was like, oh, this song is so good.
So what about it makes it better than songs that have come before it, or different? What connects about it?
That's a good question.
Because statistically, the songs are much longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like 5 to 7 minutes to 9 minutes.
To 11 minutes.
Okay. I've never heard an 11-minute song, but...
That is just not true. There's like, on every worship album, there's like a 10 to 11-minute song.
Okay.
Like, how many bridges do we do here? Anyway.
That's the spirit-led part, I think.
Okay.
Just saying.
That's spirit-led?
Like, the time of just kind of response in the song, and like letting the people feel the worship and the Holy Spirit work in them. The bridge part. Most of the time.
If we were to plan that in worship, would it feel spirit-led?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, you disregard the time constraint that you have to allow it to happen, but like, don't force it, and don't necessarily plan for it. Like, okay, at the gathering, after the virtual fundraiser, after we turned everything off and stopped, the video and stuff, the band started singing worship songs again, and it was just for fun, and everyone and it was like a whole little mini concert, and it was just like, no one planned that, but it was just really fun and like worshipful at the same time. We were all jumping together and singing the song and stuff like that. A couple of them. It was really fun.
I got you. And what they're doing in the music that we're listening to is because many of them are just live recordings.
Yeah, which I think is also part of the pull, because I have most of the live recordings on my worship playlist.
So would you and people your age gravitate toward live recordings versus like the studio versions?
For me, that's what I prefer, I think. Like I'll have both on there, but for Passion, like I have all the live recordings. Well, that's all they give, but like, you know, Christian Stanfill wrote Just That Good, but they did a live version of it, and I have that one on my playlist instead of the regular version.
How does the Christian music scene now jive with non-believers? Like, would you send The Blood to a person and go like, this is such a great song? Like if you knew they weren't a believer?
Maybe, because it depends on where they're at and what, like, I don't think they would understand the blood. Whose blood? You know, why does that matter? Like, I think they'd need to know the foundation of our faith first. But I'm trying to think of a song, maybe. Like, I don't know. Can't think of it right now.
Like Hard Fought Hallelujah was that crossover kind of deal, right?
Yeah. I don't really know. I feel weird saying this, but I don't think any non-believers that are in my circle. Not on purpose, but like how I've grown up, who I've grown up with, and who I've met at college, all Christian.
You guys found each other.
Yeah.
And those are your people.
Yeah. And I'm definitely not opposed to being friends with a non-Christian. Like, I would love to bring them to Christ, but that's not my reality at this point.
Yeah.
So.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
We're also in South Texas. That makes a little bit of a difference.
Bible Belt.
Yeah. Is Christianity and Christian music, like, is it cool again?
Some of it is, yeah. I mean, the ones that are mainstream.
Is there any reticence to anybody to go like, yeah, no, I listen to Christian music, and I listen to country music, and I listen to rap?
I think with my generation, yeah, it is. It's like, oh, sweet, you're a Christian. Like, cool. I can be comfortable with you now, kind of in a way.
I wonder if that'll last.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope so, because I feel like we're also going to raise our kids in the same way, you know, and then it'll be raising more believers.
Just have the generational life change.
Yes.
That's good.
We're also not raising iPad kids.
Thank God. You know, I mean, we could get off on a whole thing.
Oh, yeah. There's lots of reels that I've seen. As Gen Z, can we all promise each other not to raise iPad kids?
Because they were iPad kids. No. So I just find this all very fascinating, and what's the hope as you're a young adult? Like, what's the hope for the church? What's the hope? What are you like? If the church could do one thing to be present for our generation, it would be.
Oh, I mean, honestly,
it could be several things. It doesn't have to be one.
Okay. Well, I would say I feel like we're missing evangelism. Like, maybe it's just Luther, LCMS, I don't know, but at least at the non-denominational churches I've been around and been to, evangelism is a big thing. Like, not only teaching people how to do it, but actually taking them to do it. Mission trips, evangelism, like classes kind of thing, like for an hour, like a thing after church, learn how to evangelize or something like that. Like, evangelism is really big, I feel like, in the non-denominational world. And
in terms of just sharing your faith?
Yes, sharing your faith, but also like going out on purpose. We're going to go evangelize for an hour, My Christian org did that. We had evangelism nights where it was optional to go. We met up.
What did it consist of?
Well, I mean, I never went to it because that's part of the thing is, like, I'm nervous too, and I'm scared. I've never had to do it before, and I've never done it because I've never had the courage, because it wasn't taught to me, like, at all. I've heard of it, and that's great. And I'm like, oh, some people have it as a gift, as a spiritual gift. I just don't. But that's not like a justification. Like, we're all supposed to.
So if you had experienced that in the church you grew up in, you might have been more open to
and seen it as not a scary thing. Because I'm not afraid to talk to people, but like, I feel like the way that the world has been shaped to me is just, it's very hostile to Christians. And so I'm like, well, I don't want something bad to happen. I don't want something bad to happen to me. I'm nervous, so I'm just not going to do it. And I'm like, my spiritual gift is exhortation. I don't know, I took that quiz. Which is, it's kind of like evangelism in a way, I think, because it's like sharing and kind of shepherding people. But I feel more comfortable with children, so I'm like, oh, that's my evangelism with children. But also I know I can't just confine myself to children, like it needs to be to everybody in the whole world. So.
Right. So better evangelism.
Yeah.
Better training.
Evangelism training because our generation wants connection, and so I think that would bridge the gap in a way.
That'd be helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people my age don't even know what that means. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock it out.
Evangelism?
Well, I think everybody makes up their own definition.
True.
It's like, well, we're doing this. Why? It's evangelism. Okay.
I would say going out on purpose to share your faith with anyone and everyone.
It's good. And I think a lot of churches would be like, well, that's what we're all supposed to do every day.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, that's true.
But like literally when it gets down to it, actually doing it and working up the courage to do it.
I think in my life, it was always just like, well, just don't keep it a secret.
Yeah, which I don't.
And the Holy Spirit will work in that and in relationships. Like, I'm the opposite of you in some ways in that when I went to college, like everyone I knew was a non-believer.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't have any Christian friends.
Oh, wow.
So it was like, and the people I lived with, it was like, I had one Christian person I lived with.
Oh, wow.
Everybody else was like, I don't know. So I remember my roommate at that time, I think I was 21, and he was like, are you going to talk about the Bible and stuff? Oh, and I'm like, no. Do you want to? And he was like,
oh, I will.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
But eventually, he did ask questions.
Yeah, which is good.
Because he trusted you. And I think that's a big part of this authenticity push, or this big, can we just be present with people and authentic with people and not put on a big thing?
Yeah.
Realize that we're all screw ups.
Yeah.
None of us have it figured out.
Not at all.
I just find this age group to be really interesting because everybody else seems to find it so interesting.
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, thank you for taking interest.
Thank you for taking interest in us.
I don't know how interesting we are, but...
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Anyway, all right.
Good.
Well, hey, Savannah, thanks for doing this today.
No problem.
This week, those of you who are listening, think about somebody younger than you are. That's a challenge.
Yeah.
Think about somebody younger than you are. Make a change. Reach out. Buy a young person a cup of coffee or a...
We love that.
Refresher bullcrap drink from wherever.
Coffee
shop.
Coffee will do. That's another thing is we probably don't reach out because, you're too busy. I don't want to bother you. So reaching out is really helpful. At least
you're saying your generation doesn't reach out.
I think so. Yeah, I think we're the ones that are passive about that part.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to initiate.
That's
because
true.
we don't want to be let down.
You never do call me. That's fine. I'd like to check in with you.
You don't call me either.
Well, I check in.
I know.
But yeah, ask them what they think. Take them out for coffee. See what they say.
Yeah.
Because I do think you'll get a lot of different perspectives. We drop a new episode every Friday, so make sure you follow us on all of the social media platforms that I hate.
And LinkedIn.
We're getting on LinkedIn, baby.
Oh, yeah.
That was for the professional podcast listeners. Set everything to auto download. It's not going to kill you. Okay, if your phone runs out of space, just delete it later. But it helps us in the algorithm. I don't think it's too much to ask. Just flip the toggle button. Just do it.
Just do it.
I don't understand.
Just slide the glass slider.
You don't have it set to auto download, do you?
I don't, because I don't really download anything.
I know, but... Okay, well...
I didn't know that was the thing you wanted. I'm sorry.
Give me your phone.
It's right here.
So, also, we would, of course, be forever grateful for your support on patreon.com/thecountrymansessions. Landon's going to have a second kid soon, and we need to keep doing this podcast. And so we could use all the help we can get.
And we need more money.
Yeah, we need more money. That's the reality. We can't do this for free forever, guys.
No,
okay,
you can't. I charge a lot.
Yeah, it costs us a fortune to get these young adults on here.
Exactly.
Email us your topic suggestions, ideas for rants, any insults you have. Email us at thecountrymansessions@gmail.com.
Email your complaints to me, and I will make sure they get to Adam.
Yeah, that would be super helpful.
Yeah.
Although, notice she did not give you her email address.
It's a surprise.
You wouldn't understand.
You have to call me to find out.
Yeah. See you next week, y'all.
Bye.
Choo choo choose countryman. Choo choo choosing for your country. Man and woman, got a question? Just ask him, long as you don't sass him. Choo choo choo.